So, this last center, the Sahasrara, is contained in the limbic area of the brain. Sahasrara is actually the assemblage of these 6 chakras and is a hollow space. On the sides of it there are 1000 nadis, and when the light penetrates into the limbic area, then the enlightenment of these nadis take place. And you can see them as flames, very gentle flames burning. And these flames have all the 7 colors that you see in the Vibgyor. But the last one ultimately becomes again integrated, and it is a crystal clear flame. All these 7 lights ultimately become crystal clear. So you have Sahasrara with 1000 petals, as they call it. But if you cut the brain in a transverse section or horizontal section, you will be able to see that all these nerves are built like this along the limbic area. All of them are like a petal. And if you cut it like this, you will find that there are many nerves in every bundle of nerves. So when it is enlightened, you can see Sahasrara as a burning bundle of flames. When I am speaking, you should not do all these things, please. They are still coming and just disturbing now. It's a very deep subject. So when the enlightenment of the Kundalini takes place in the brain, then the truth is perceived through your brain. That's why it's called as Satya Khand, means you start seeing the truth perceived by your brain. Because so far, whatever you see through your brain is not the truth. What you see is just the outer side. Say you can see the colors. You can see the different aesthetics of the colors. You can see the quality of the thing. But you cannot say whether this carpet has been used by some saint. You cannot say whether this is made by a devil or a divine person. You cannot say that this gentleman, is he a good person or he is an evil person. First, what you know is the Satya, is the truth. What is this another gentleman is suffering from, that you see on your fingers. First you see your fingers. With your attention, you know what chakras, what fingers are catching, with your attention. Then with your brain, you can depict what center it is catching. It is integrated with, as I said, Chitta. Then when it gets absolutely integrated with the spirit, then whatever you say is the truth. You just say it is so. When we get our vibrations, we have different reactions. Some people do not even understand the value of vibrations. Some people try to learn what it means. And some people suddenly think, oh, now they are realized souls, they can go on giving realizations, this, that. They go on a ride of an ego trip. When they go on a ride of an ego trip, then they find that they have failed and they have to come back. From the very beginning they start. It's like the game of snake and ladder. So, the reaction to vibration should be a very humble, receptive reaction. Now the essence of Sahasrara is integration. In Sahasrara, all the chakras are there, so all the deities get integrated. And you can feel their integration. That means when you get your Kundalini in Sahasrara, your mental, emotional, and your spiritual, everything being becomes one. Your physical being also merges into it. Then you have no problem as to, yes, I love mother, but I'm sorry, I have to steal this money. Yes, I know, I recognize mother, yes, I know she's great, but I can't help it, I have to tell her lies. Or I have to do this wrong thing because after all I can't help it. There is no compromise with me. It has to be completely integrated. Your dharma should be corrected. You cannot do anything wrong and then say I am a Sajuri. You cannot. For looking after Sahasrara, it is important that you should try to cover your head during winter time. It's better to cover your head during winter time so that there is no freezing in the brain, because brain is also made of meda, means fats, so it should not be frozen. Moreover, you should not take too much heat on your brain. To keep your brain alright, you should not sit in the sun all the time as some of the Westerners do. Then your brain melts and you become a crazy person. Is a sign that a person is going out for madness. Is something which I have told many a times, that don't take too much heat on your head. Even if you are sitting in the sun, keep your head covered. Covering of the head is very important. But the covering of the head should be done occasionally, not all the time, because if you just put a very heavy band around your head, then the circulation becomes poor and you may have trouble with bad circulation. So it is an occasional opening of the head to the sun and to the moon occasional. Otherwise you will sit in the moon and land up in the lunatic asylum.